Welcome back to Future Bike Zone. The 2025 Kawasaki Vulcan 1500 is more than just a motorcycle, it's a rolling statement of classic power, cruiser legacy, and Kawasaki's dedication to blending tradition with innovation. In a world that's racing toward modernity, the Vulcan 1500 remains loyal to its roots, all while sharpening the edges where it matters most. So today on Future Bike Zone, we're diving deep into this beautifully brutal machine to explore every detail that makes it one of the most compelling cruiser motorcycles in 2025. Let's start with the heart of the Vulcan 1500, its engine. Underneath all that muscle lies a thunderous 1,470 cubic centimeters V-twin engine, which Kawasaki has refined to deliver better low-end torque and smoother mid-range power. It's air-cooled, carbureted, and paired with a 5-speed gearbox that's tuned for relaxed, long-haul cruising. This is the kind of bike that doesn't scream for attention, it rumbles its presence. The updated fuel mapping in the 2025 model helps improve throttle response, and while it stays true to the analog feeling, the performance has definitely been modernized where needed. With around 65 horsepower and a meaty 114 Nm of torque at just 3,000 RPM, the Vulcan 1500 gives you that satisfying pull without needing to wring it out at high revs. What truly defines the Vulcan 1500 isn't just how it moves, but how it feels when you ride it. This bike isn't built for corner carving or high-revving madness. It's built to cruise, and cruise hard. Whether you're rolling through wide-open highways or just flexing downtown, the Vulcan makes you feel like you're riding a piece of metal poetry. Kawasaki has reworked the gear ratios slightly in the 2025 version to make cruising at 100 km/h feel even smoother, with reduced vibration thanks to improved counterbalancers. It's not about numbers, it's about experience. And the Vulcan delivers that classic cruiser rumble that resonates through your boots, into your bones. When it comes to design, the 2025 Kawasaki Vulcan 1500 is a perfect evolution of retro aesthetic meeting modern muscle. The overall silhouette still honors the long, low, and stretched-out cruiser vibe, but the details have been fine-tuned. The fuel tank is massive, sculpted beautifully with classic badging that pays tribute to the Vulcan's heritage. A revised LED headlamp setup brings it into the 2025 era without killing the retro feel. It's bright, efficient, and encased in a slightly more aggressive housing. Chrome accents still dominate the look, from the exhaust system to the engine covers and handlebars, but Kawasaki has tastefully added matte finishes in certain trims to offer a more modern visual contrast. Speaking of trims, Kawasaki offers the 2025 Vulcan 1500 in 3 variants: Classic, Black Edition, and Tourer. The Classic sticks to the tried-and-true chrome-heavy, leather saddlebag vibe, while the Black Edition comes with murdered-out finishes, darkened wheels, and minimal badging. Meanwhile, the Tourer version adds a windscreen, backrest, and optional audio system for those serious about long-distance comfort. Each version has its unique charm, allowing riders to pick a flavor that suits their personality, whether it's old-school cowboy, stealth cruiser, or road-tripping wanderer. The suspension setup hasn't drastically changed from previous years, and that's a good thing. At the front, you get a 41 mm hydraulic telescopic fork with a good 150 mm of travel, and at the rear, dual shocks with 5-way adjustable preload. It's plush and forgiving, just the way a cruiser should be. It's not designed for track aggression. Instead, it floats over imperfections, and even fully loaded with gear and a pillion, it maintains poise and comfort. Kawasaki also retuned the damping a bit to better support extended touring. Braking performance has improved this year thanks to dual 300 mm discs with 2-piston calipers at the front, and a 270 mm rear disc. Kawasaki has finally added dual-channel ABS as standard across all trims, offering more confidence in unpredictable road conditions. It's not overly intrusive but kicks in at the right time to prevent wheel lockup, which is especially helpful when you're riding a bike this heavy. Speaking of weight, the Vulcan tips the scales at about 320 kilograms wet. But thanks to a low seat height of 715 mm and a long wheelbase, it manages its heft incredibly well. Even shorter riders won't feel intimidated because once you're rolling, that weight seems to disappear. One of the more underrated aspects of the Vulcan 1500 is its ergonomics. Kawasaki has done a phenomenal job keeping the rider triangle relaxed. The wide handlebar, forward-set foot controls, and thickly cushioned saddle allow for hours of riding without fatigue. The pillion seat is also much improved for 2025, with extra padding and better lumbar support, making it genuinely viable for two-up touring. There's also more underseat storage and optional USB charging ports on the Tourer variant. As for the instrument cluster, Kawasaki has cleverly modernized it without going overboard. The 2025 Vulcan now comes with a semi-digital gauge analog speedometer up top, flanked by a small LCD screen displaying gear position, trip meters, fuel gauge, and clock. It's simple, classic, and gets the job done. No fancy TFTs or Bluetooth connectivity here, and honestly, that's exactly what most Vulcan riders prefer. This bike is about connecting with the road, not your phone. Now let's talk about one of the most important aspects, the sound. Kawasaki knows that cruiser riders care about how their bike sounds, and the Vulcan 1500 absolutely delivers. That deep, baritone exhaust note from the dual pipes isn't artificially enhanced or overly tuned. It's raw, mechanical, and powerful. The exhaust has been slightly redesigned for better airflow, giving a throatier growl that turns heads without being obnoxious. And yes, it passes Euro 6 emission norms while still managing to sound this good. The Vulcan 1500 is also very customizable, and Kawasaki has leaned into that with a robust set of accessories. You can choose from sissy bars, custom seats, touring bags, LED fog lamps, bar end mirrors, and even highway pegs. They've even opened up third-party compatibility by tweaking the mounting points, making this bike a dream for those who love personalizing their ride. Now, let's address the pricing. The base 2025 Kawasaki Vulcan 1500 Classic starts at approximately $12,999, while the Black Edition retails around $13,499. The fully loaded Tourer variant goes up to $14,999, and for what it offers, that's exceptional value. You're getting a big, bold V-twin cruiser with timeless style, rock-solid build quality, and the reliability Kawasaki is famous for. Compared to other cruisers in its class, including Harley-Davidson's Softail Standard or the Indian Chief, the Vulcan 1500 punches above its weight, especially in long-term ownership costs and mechanical durability. What makes the 2025 Vulcan 1500 truly stand out is its balance. It's not trying to be overly modern, nor is it stuck in the past. It understands what cruiser lovers want: a visceral, analog connection to the machine, with just enough tech to make the ride safer and smoother. Kawasaki has resisted the urge to overload it with gimmicks, instead polishing what already worked. The result is a motorcycle that feels honest, powerful, and timeless. Whether you're a seasoned cruiser rider or someone looking to upgrade from a mid-size machine to something more substantial, the Vulcan 1500 deserves serious consideration. It brings the thunder without the drama, and the style without the maintenance headaches. This is a motorcycle you buy not just for the commute or the weekend trip, you buy it because it makes you feel something every time you fire it up. And in a world full of synthetic experiences, that raw authenticity is priceless. So, would you take the 2025 Vulcan 1500 on your next long ride? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss an update from future Bike Zone. Until next time, ride safe, ride free, and keep chasing the horizon.